Hey, how y'all doing today? So listen, thank you. My name is Sharice, and this is CAJD and more lifestyles with Sharice. And today we are just I'm doing my makeup right now, and I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys while I do my makeup in regards to just life, like what's going on, what has happened, your purpose, what you got planned for this year. And I want you guys to comment and let me know what you got planned for this year. So I attend Impact Church, and one of the things that our bishop said this year is the year of unfinished business, and I do believe that that is an awesome way to start out this year, because there are a lot of things that are unfinished in our life that we have just, we dropped or, haven't done for whatever reason. Maybe it's you had kids, and maybe it's just just life happen, things happen. One thing that I completed last year was I completed my degree. So I got my degree last year in business and professional leadership at Southeastern University. I got my bachelor's degree. So that was something that I accomplished last year that was extremely awesome. Something that I did not even think that I was going to be able to do. I originally, when I first started, did not even want to go to school, because I was just like, I'm too old now, and just trying to go back to school. I got grown kids, and just all the excuses. And so um I had to get out of the fear, because basically it was the fear of being in the class with people who are 20 years old or 19 years old, whatever age, just getting out of school, or and trying to go back to school and be with those people. I felt some type of way. And so I was basically sabotaging myself because I felt some type of way. And just let you know, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm getting my stuff with my makeup, because I do got to do my makeup. I got to get out of here. So bear with me. And I am looking in the mirror because I'm doing my makeup as I talk to you. So my purpose of this live today is to talk to you to see what it is that, what are some things that you have cut off? What are some things that you have allowed just talk yourself out of, that you need to get back into, that you need to um, just basically revisit? What are some things that you need to revisit? And how do you think that those things are going to help you succeed? So the question is, what is it that you have put down? What is it that you put down on the shelf that you need to go back and revisit? That's the first question. And then the second question is, how is that, whatever you're going to do, how is that going to affect your life if you choose to do it? Because sometimes we're thinking about the now and we're not thinking about the future, right? We're thinking about, oh, if I do that, it's going to take all this time. And I mean, the time didn't, for me, it did not fly by. I felt like that thing was lasting forever. I'm going to be honest. Like when I went back to school, it seemed like it was lasting forever. So I graduated from Impact College in 2020. So I went to Impact College first. And then my second year at Impact college, I started to go to Southeastern University. So I was doing Southeastern University full time Impact Christian Academy. Now, my personal opinion is I won't ever tell nobody to ever do that. That was God's grace that led me to do that. I would not tell nobody else, and I don't know if I would ever do that again. But that was the grace that He gave me to do it, right? So just start praying about what that looks like. Like, God, what's the impossible? Because to me, that's impossible right there. And I was working a full-time job. That's like impossible. But God made it possible. It's nothing that I could do. I gotta get my brushes, so I gotta move. Sorry. But it was nothing that, you know, did so great. It was me just praying, just asking God, how I'm supposed to do this. And then I made honors in both. I made honors at Impact College, and I made honors at SCU. And I know that was God, because listen here. So it's just like, you have to just ask God, what is it gonna look like for you? I think sometimes what we do is that we get around people, and we feel like, our battles are the same, but they're not. Our battles are different. We may go through some similar things in life, but our battles, as far as like, what it takes for us to get certain places and what it takes for us to do things, is totally different. And so you have to ask God what you can accomplish, because sometimes something that you can accomplish may not be something that your sister or somebody else can do, because it may be too hard for them, but may be able to go through it, right? So that last week of me was the last week of me getting my assignments done to graduate, was the week my husband passed, right? And so I was sitting there and I was like, I really don't feel like doing this work. I don't feel like doing these exams. I don't feel like doing these papers, but I know I've come too far to just turn around. And some people might be like, well, you that was an excuse for you not to do it. But my thing was, that was gave me the reason not to give up, because he would not have wanted me to not finish. He would not wanted me to not finish. How many nights he stayed up with me while I was doing my homework, and how many nights, he, sat there with me and we talked and just, all those things. He would not have wanted me not to continue. And I knew that wholeheartedly. So I kept going. So I finished my schoolwork the same week that I found out that my husband passed, right? And so I just want you to know, like, so down, what I'm saying is there are no excuses for what you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to do it, God will give you the strength. He will give you whatever you need to get those things done. So we're not going to make excuses this year. So in the comments for me, I want you to write down, what are some of the things that that God wants you to do this year that he told you to do before, and you just have not done those things yet, and you know that you really need to do those things this year. So and you can just start commenting down, and I'm gonna share something with you, as I feel like that God has called me to really like take this business to the next level, right? And not just selling clothes and selling t-shirts, but or doing all those things, but just really using my faith with it. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to sell a shirt, but what more is it to sell a shirt and then get somebody to come to church, or to get somebody to get to know Jesus? So it's just because this business was never strictly about just selling a t-shirt. So with that being said, like, I have to step my game up. It's another book in me. I wrote a book. My first book was Fearless Warrior, The Fierce Battle with the Inner You, right? That was the first book. And I was supposed to write a second book to continue the series, and I just have not done that. I started it, but then I put it down. So those type of things are things that I have to go back and do, right? Um, so you just have to ask yourself, what does that look like? What is it that you need to do? And how can you what do you need to do to get it done, to fix it, to make sure that you accomplish what you need to accomplish this year? Because what I will tell you is, I believe, this is my personal opinion. My personal opinion is, I believe that time, as far as like time and all that, is winding down. The time for you to sit up here and say, well, I got next year, or I'm gonna do this next year, or whatever. The time is winding down. The time is now for you to accomplish whatever it is that you need to do. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give you a couple of ways that I feel like that will help you be able to accomplish these things. Like right now, we are at my church. We are in 21 days of prayer and fasting. But if you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, so tune into a church to where they have 21 days of prayer and fasting, because that will help you, get into communication with God, to be able to understand like what your next look like, you know. So do that, pray, acting, and you can pray at home as well, but being in community sometimes helps. It helps you to understand things a little bit better. So pray and ask God what it is that you need to do. Like, Lord, what is it that you want me to do that I have not done? Or what is it that I've actually forgot about that you told me to do and I ain't did it yet? Right? And those are some of the things that will help us get to the place where we need to be at. Lord, what is it? Talk to me. Tell me what it is. Lord Jesus, I'm waiting on you to tell me. Tell me in my dream. Tell me, however you need, however you feel like you need to get to me. However God talks to you, right? So be looking for him to talk to you about what he wants you to do. I think sometimes we don't hear from God because you ain't looking for him, right? You go look for it's just like looking for me, it's like shopping. Let's talk about that because like I like to shop, y'all. If y'all don't know that, I love to shop. I don't necessarily like to shop full price stuff. I'm a kind of sales rack girl, but I do love to shop, right? I like discounts. I like, different things like that. So I will go for a discount before I go for the full price. If I want something really bad, though, I will pay full price for it, right? But it's just like shopping. When you're looking for something in particular, sometimes you'll go to a whole bunch of stores to find it, right? And then so we'll do that with shopping, but we'll take 5 minutes out of our day to spend time with God. And it's like you took more than that to go shopping. You went to different areas, different stores, you went to different places. You did all these things to find what you needed. But now this is your life. And this is what you need to accomplish to pursue your goals and to pursue your life and to save people. Now you don't got time, or you only got 5 minutes. So we have to, and this is, me too. I'm not just talking to you. Whenever I talk, most of the time I talk to myself too. Um, so we have to get to a place where we're listening. Like, are we listening to God? We are listening, not just got a prayer on our wall, or or we pass by something. No, no, no. We are actually sitting there like, God, I need you to say something. I need you to talk to me. I need you to do something. I need you to tell me what my next look like. I need you to tell me how I'm supposed to get there. Just all of those things. And I believe myself that God will answer your prayer. Now the thing is, sometimes God don't answer it the way that you feel like he should answer it, right? But he answers it for you. I'm at the end of this bottle of this makeup, so forgive me. I'm like rubbing it across my face because I'm at the end. um, but remember, that's the thing that we got to be searching for. So, act like you're shopping, act like it's something that you want, act like it's something that you need in your life. And then you go, like you want that dress so bad, or you want that pair of shoes so bad. You got to act like, that's God. Like, I want him so bad that I need him to tell me what's next. And I just tell you what's next. You want to develop that relationship, right? You want to be able to go and say, because sometimes I'd be like, Daddy, better get your people, or whatever, or get to a relationship where you could hear him tell you to shut up or not say something. I have definitely been in a place where God has told me to shut my mouth, and I'm listening for that, right? So just listening to him to know when to talk, when to speak, when not to say something, when it's the right time, just all those things. So in the comments, when you're putting your comments down, like, what's your next? What does that look like? Or have you talked to God about it? Have you prayed about it? Are you attending a church that is providing 21 days of prayer, or online, or doing something to get yourself spiritually together, right? Have you been to church yet this year? Like, what is the plan? Because the plan can't be to do the same thing that you did last year, because one thing about that is that you're going to get the same results you got last year too. And if you didn't accomplish anything, then you definitely want to accomplish something this year. And then for those of you who did great last year, like you would like, man, I did awesome, right? You want to know what that next awesome look like, because God's mercies are new every morning. So you want to make sure that you able to get the new blessings, the new bread. His bread is daily. You know what I'm saying? The word says God give us our daily bread, and we pass by that. But daily bread means I'm eating daily from you. I am eating every single day. So every single day you're coming to me and you're giving me my knowledge for the day. You're giving me what I need to get through the day, right? And you remember when Jesus with the Israelites was in in the desert, and he gave them manna from heaven, right? And the manna he gave, he told them, like, don't collect more than enough than what you need for today, right? It was a lesson in that, right? It's a lesson of, you will trust me that I will provide for you every day. Not to say that, oh, you couldn't take more, or, whatever, but it was obedience, right? It's obedience. Like, will you come to me every day and get what you need? So I got a question. What if God did us like that? What if God did us like that? And there have been times, now, it is not the same scenario, but for me, it has been times when God has done that to me. And what I mean is that he closed the door, so I couldn't go through that door. So I had no choice but to say, okay, Daddy, because you don't close this door, that means that you want me to get your help. You don't want me to get help from nobody else. Right? So I believe that God is just in a place, with us, we have to be in a place with God to where we're like, God, if you don't send me, I ain't going. If you don't send me, Lord, I'm not going. You ain't send me over there for that job, I ain't going. If you ain't send me over there for this, I ain't going. And I think that that would help us be able to do what we need to do. I'll move one more time. I gotta get my sorry. My had to get my eyeshadow. But yeah, so like, so what does that look like for you? What is the journey? I think what I'm trying to tell you is that, what does this journey look like? You cannot be on the same journey that you was last year and think that that's the journey that you're supposed to be on. I am so sorry. Where are you supposed to be going? What is that supposed to look like? You need to be asking God those questions. What does that look like, God? Who am I supposed to be? Who am I supposed to meet up with that is going to help me get where you want me to go? Because another thing is, this is another thing, right? Is that, and I don't know how many points I've given, because I'm just going off whatever I get in my head. Because I actually have no notes or anything. This is just a live that I just chose to just go live and do. Right. So this is the thing, because what I think what we fail at is that people, you don't collaborate, and you have to collaborate with different people to be able to do the things that God has you to do. Because nothing, when God did things, he always did things, most of the time, he did it in front of people. Right? He did it in front of people. He had the disciples with him, different things like that. Right? And so the thing is that sometimes you got to have your people with you. And whoever your people is, like, I don't know who your people are, but who are your people? What do they look like? And if you don't know, and if you one of them people, and I have done this, and I have made this mistake, and this is, I guess, it's another point, because I've made this same mistake, is that I have said, I don't really get along with people like that, so I stay to myself. It's quiet, ain't it? Because I know other people don't say that too. Oh, I don't get along with people like that, so I just choose to be quiet, or I choose not to say anything, right? But my thing is, God didn't call me to be like that. That's something that I developed myself to try to keep myself from being hurt. Oh, did I hit a nerve? That's something that I myself developed, because to stop me from getting hurt. That wasn't God. God never told me not to have friends. Now, will I say that God has told me not to deal with certain people, or not to, or gave me warnings about people? That's totally different. But in that, he never said for me not to talk to people. He never said for me not to be friends with people. He never said any of those things. And so we have to go back to that root and find out why we feel that way, and what we can do differently to stop us from doing that. Because if God didn't say it, that means that is bondage. That's exactly what that is. If God didn't say that, if God didn't tell you anything, then that's bondage. Now, I'm not saying that he won't give you warning about certain things, but that doesn't mean that you got to fully be like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. You just know you can't deal with that person in that way. If God gives you a warning, he tells you, no, don't do that. Or sometimes he may tell you not to talk to somebody, right? That's different from you just saying, I don't want no friends. Because he'll give you a warning about people. Gave me warnings. I've had several dreams about people, and I'll be like, oh, okay. And so when I see them, I still speak. Hey, how you doing? But I know I can't share nothing personal with you. I can't tell you anything about my life because I already know, right? So it's just like those type of things, right? Those type of things, right? You have to be mindful, but that doesn't mean you treat them nasty. That doesn't mean you, oh, I don't speak to her. That's not how you handle that because that's not Christian. That's not what a Christian does. I still speak to you. I still show you love, and maybe there's something that I can do that'll help you get out of that situation if that's what it is, right? But that is for that is not something that is telling me that I can't say hey to you and I can't speak to you. That's just not. That's mean. So I'm just saying, y'all, these are some of the things that I feel like that as women, for real, and I don't know, men may have some of these same issues, but I know that women, we have these issues. We'll say that, oh, I don't talk to her because of this, that, and the other, or I don't say this because I don't say to her because I just got a bad feeling about her, this, that, and other. And you might have a bad feeling about somebody, or God may give you a something about somebody. But I know sometimes too, what I have had is that the devil will try to keep you from relationships too, because that relationship will help you get to the next level. So you have to always be prayerful, and ask God, what is it about this person, and let him show you, and stop trying to think in your own mind about what you think it is, right? Because God's ways are not our ways. So sometimes the things that we're thinking is not necessarily what it is. So I just want to tell y'all. So comment down. I see some people saying they want to write books. I see some people saying, that they're gonna start their business this year. That's good. That's great. All those things are great. Some people say they're gonna go back to school. That's great. Yes, yes. Keep commenting about that because that's good. That is awesome. That's the things that we want to do, right? We want to be able to do the things that we need to do, right? And some of us have let go of in relationships. We have let go of relationships because of the fact that we feel like a person is a certain way, right? So just saying that we just need to be mindful. We need to seek God in everything. We need to have more wisdom about things this year. So those are the things that we are going to do this year. So this year we're going to pick up the things that we put down. We're going to ask God what it is, God, that you want for me to do, and how do you want me to do it, right? What's different this year than last year? What is the different things that you want me to do that I didn't do last year? What does that look like? You're going to ask him that, and then you're going to say, God, and how do you want me to do that? What does that look like? What does that look like, Jesus? And let him tell you. And I guarantee things will be different for you than they were this year. And God, who did you put in my circle, Lord, to help me? Who is here to assist me in the things that you need me to do? Who is here to do that? Who is here to assist me? Who did you put? And pray for those people. Lord, I pray for the people that you sent to help me. I pray for those people, Lord. I ask that you bless those people, Jesus. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you'll start seeing a change. You'll start seeing some things change in your life. And I think that is probably like the end of my convo. I'm looking for brushes, y'all, because I'm trying to hurry up because I got like 10 minutes to get up out of here. So, I think that's it. So before I exit, I do want to pray for you guys. Oh, and there is some other things too before I pray for you guys that I want to talk about. So, you guys know that I have the business, CAJD Apparel and More. Um, and you also know that I have a coaching business, which is called, I'm going to change the name to Sharice Empowerment Coaching. So I have a new logo and everything, you guys. It is awesome. So I'm definitely going to be changing the name because I think the name that I had was too long. It was Sharice Richardson McGriff Coaching, and I think that's just too long for advertising, too long, period. So that might be something too that you need to do, maybe like revamp your business, and that, whatever it is that you need to do, allow God to lead you to do that, right? So that's some of the things that I know that I am being led to do, which is like, just redo some things for my business. Um, and so that I'm doing that. So those are some of the things that I have coming out. Also, I'm going to be doing a live, and you should look out for that as well. It's going to be concerning CAJD Paramore, and we're going to be talking about just the, website, different things like that, what it looks like, what are some of the things that you don't know that we do at CAJD Paramore? Because I think some people don't know everything that we do, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to know everything that goes on, but I think that you should. So I'm going to be doing a live to tell you some of the things that goes on that people didn't know. And some of the things that, we would like to do as a company. And if it's something that you want to be, if you have a business and you want to be involved in, or you want to, collaborate with me, please send an email to info@cajdapparelmore.com. Again, that is info@cajdapparelmore.com. If you know if it's a pop-up event that you would like me to attend with, or if it's any type of, even if it's a home event, a home party, or something like that you want to do, reach out to me, send me an email, and we can make it happen. So be looking for that, be looking for some things, and be looking like for some things, we're going to start giving out some awards and different things like that to people who go and subscribe to CAJD Paramore. If you go to the website, it pops up and you put your email in. If you subscribe to that, we will be sending out information in regards to that as well, as far as like, what does that look like for you, and different things like that, like what we can help you with, and sending out prizes, giving away some free t-shirts, just doing some things I think that are just appropriate at this point in time. So just be looking out for those type of things. So please, if you know anybody who is like interested in this type of, environment, jury, if you're in, anything at all, the speaking that I do, the things that I talk about, send them over to CAJD Lifestyles with Sharice, or my Instagram tag is CAJD_lifestyles with Sharice, and you can find it that way. You can also find my Instagram, my coach_Sharice. I have another Instagram, so you guys go over there and like that Instagram too. But yeah, this year's the year. So this year is the year of us to do the things that God has called us to do this year, and we're going to get those things done. We're going to praise Him while we do it. We're going to build communities. We're going to help people. We're going to do all the things. We're going to give people, give away to people who need stuff. We're going to give away food to people who need it. Anybody who's actually in need of something, we're going to be there to help them. It's just so many things that we can do as a community. And we can do those things and get those things done and allow God to use us to get those things done. So those are some of the things that we're going to do. And I just pray that you guys understand it, that you guys know what you're supposed to be doing, and just line up and just start writing those things down. Like start writing down what you're supposed to be doing. Start journaling a little bit, right? Those things help you to be able to get things done. Start journaling, but like writing down. Start writing down what exactly you want to do and allow God to help you do it, okay? So, and that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are. We're going to do that. All right, family. So just quick recap, and then we're going to go ahead and end. So quick recap. I had to hurry and put on my clothes. I got to get out of here. But quick recap is that, first of all, we're going to ask God what it is that we have put down that we need to go back and pull off the shelf. And the other thing is going to be what is writing those things down, going to God for our daily bread, find out what the daily bread looks like. What can we do that's going to, going to allow our daily bread to help others? Like, God, how can we help other people? Because right at the end of the day, it's not just about you, right? It's about you helping other people. Like, Lord God, in my business, how can I help other people? And then we're going to write all those things down, and we're going to keep going to God daily for our manna, asking him what it is that we need to do. And then after we do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start working towards those goals, right? We're going to start working towards those goals. So go get that stuff off the shelf, go get that book, go get that business, go get your LLC, go get your 501(c), go do all the things that you're supposed to do, all the things that you listed in these comments that you're supposed to be doing, and go get those things and let's get them done. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I gotta go, but I love you. Bye.